Hello and welcome to Dice and Demons. So just a quick video because I just saw that Games Workshop released a new model for the Thousand Suns. And I don't play Chaos Space Marines and I am not going to start a new army, no. But if I were, I have had my eye on the Thousand Suns range for quite some time because, I love ancient Egypt and I love bright colors. And so, the Thousand Suns, they would be cool, wouldn't they? I'm not going to because I have a whole bunch of self-control, especially when it comes to new models. Well, we won't go into further detail about that, I think. So let's take a look at the article that was just released. So it says, introducing the Thousand Suns Infernal Masters who forge unholy pacts with demonkind. I already like that. Forging unholy pacts with demonkind, that sounds like a really good start to the week, right? Okay, so they say here that they revealed new codexes that are on their way both for the Thousand Suns and Grey Knights. We even hinted that a new character, the Infernal Master, would soon be joining the ranks of Magnus' sons. Well, it's time to meet him, so please be on your best behavior. And there he is. And look at that model. It is just all sorts of cool, right? It's obviously like a Rubik Marine style model, but then he's so obviously like wrong and sorcery and just, right. Wrong in all the right ways, right? And so you can see like the magic sort of effect here. It looks a little bit like water almost, especially with the screamers. They always remind me of those, I don't know the word for them in English, those flying looking fish that look a little bit creepy, right? And he's got the staff with like stars, like a star coming out here. And then of course the symbol of siege in the staff as well. And he's got I think it's from his backpack that you have some sort of flames coming up, but you can very clearly see that those flames, they're not like natural or real flames. They're magic flames that have been shaped with these sort of points here at the end. And you can also see where the magic is coming from. It's coming from his hand. So it looks like he's doing some sort of like swirling motion and that makes this magic appear and also perhaps summons forth these screamers. It looks so cool. And look at here the bird skull here on his knee plate as well. It's just it's just cool. It looks sort of like a scarab or something, the insignia he's got here. I really would like to see like a whole 360 of this, so that you can also see like if there's some sort of design on his cape or what's going on here with this this pauldron here on his shoulder. This just looks, to me it looks cool, and it looks like something I really badly want to paint. I'm not going to, because as I said, I have a lot of self-control. But if I was going to start like a Thousand Suns army, perhaps I should start with this guy. But I'm not. But look at it, and look at the Screamers. The Screamers are some of my favorite units for the Siege army. They're just, I don't know, there's just something about them that really speaks to me. I don't know if it says something good or bad about me, but I really, really like the Screamers. I must say I'm very, very impressed with this model. You could say perhaps that it's a bit busy, and that would be, very fair and very true. It is busy with all these things hanging off him, but, it's Thousand Suns, it's Siege. Busy is sort of like supposed to be happening, isn't it? And I think he's standing on a hero rock, and I don't know. The hero rocks are sort of a staple with the design, and I understand because it's a way of giving the models a bit of height and making them look imposing, while at the same time, to me they feel a little bit lazy. Every single hero almost is standing on a hero rock, so couldn't we do something different, or just, make them look imposing in and of themselves, I guess. But it's a tiny complaint. I don't mind too much. It's just, once you start noticing it, it's just hard not to see it. But overall, come on, this is just a cool model, and it like screams to be painted in like neon colors, right? I think that they just look cool. I really want to paint this guy. I want to know exactly how big he is. As I don't think he doesn't look like he's like a huge model, but of course probably bigger than the ordinary rubric marines, I would guess. So it says here, the Infernal Masters are sorcerers of the Thousand Suns who specialize in demonology. I mean, if you could go to school for that, like in real life, I would like to be a demonologist. Enabling them to strike bargains with the powers of the warp to secure otherworldly aid would be cool. Would be very handy if you could do that. And then it says, if you've read the Horus Heresy novel A Thousand Suns, you'll be familiar with the familiars that Magnus' sons know as tutelaries. It is these demonic sprites that Infernal Masters call upon to do their bidding, a process known in the game as making infernal pacts. Okay, so here you can see these two up close. I mean, look at all the eyes. It looks so silly, which is so cool. Every Infernal Master knows 2 of the 6 infernal pacts that feature in the new codex, each of which summons tutelaries from the warp to intervene on the battlefield. Based on your choice of infernal pacts, the tutelaries can be tasked with killing or confounding your enemies or enhancing the abilities of your own units. Here's a sneak peek at 2 of them to slake your thirst for knowledge. How very Thousand Sons of you. Picture the scene. You're lining up for a charge, but you don't fancy suffering the molten fury of a unit of salamander aggressors armed with flamestorm gauntlets on the way in. Well, very true. I would not fancy that either. Strike a pact with some capering imps and watch your opponent's confidence turn to concern. Okay, so you read aloud from a scroll, and it says here, the Infernal Master reads aloud from the ancient scroll the demonic names scribed across it, glowing like embers as their owners manifest amidst the foe. Leaping and crackling with ferocious ill temper, the demonic entities bedevil their victims and drive them from their carefully prepared positions. I mean, I don't know anything about the rule, I'm not strategically minded at all. So it says here that the rule, what it does is, if this pact is successful, select one enemy unit within 24 inches of and visible to this Infernal Master. Until the start of your next command phase, that unit cannot receive the benefits of cover, cannot fire Overwatch, and cannot set to defend. Okay, I mean, it sounds cool to me, but as I said, I don't know a lot about rules, but I really, really like the idea of you calling forth, tiny imps that make the enemy all like confused, and they're like, oh my god, there are imps everywhere, shooting fire. I can't. I mean, imps, go away. I like that rule. Sounds fun. Sounds almost like something orcs should be able to do as well. And then there is another one called Malefic Maelstrom, calling forth his entire stable of cackling, shimmering tutelaries. The Infernal Master bids them pour their fires of their madness and malice down upon the foe in a blistering bombardment of mutagenic magics. Okay. And if this pact is successful, select one friendly Thousand Suns unit within 24 inches off and visible to this Infernal Master. Until the start of your next command phase, each time a model in that unit makes a ranged attack, add 1 to the strength characteristic of that attack. It sounds cool to me, but I particularly like the other one with the capering imps. That is just a nice image in your mind, isn't it? Yeah. And lastly it says, of course, Infernal Pacts aren't the only tricks available to Infernal Masters, there are Psychos too. That means they also get to wield powers from the 2 expanded psychic disciplines available to the Thousand Sons. Sounds cool, huh? Sure. And we'll have more on the esoteric rules in the upcoming codex as we get closer to the book's launch, so keep an omniscient eye on Warhammer community for more Thousand Sons news. Okay, so I have no idea, as I said, whether or not the rules for these are good. But I mean, look at this model once again. It's all kinds of awesome to me. I really, really like it. Yeah, I'm so excited to see it. Like, it's just a 360 image, but especially like to get it and see what you would do with it when you're going to paint it. Which is not happening. As I said, I'm not starting a Thousand Sons army, but if I were, I would definitely need this guy. He looks cool. So let me know. What do you think? Do I like it? Do I hate it? Why? Let me know in the comments, and please also include a lot of really cool arguments as to why I should not even consider starting a Thousand Sons army. That would be most helpful. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.